Each day you read one page from a book and then play it as a live stream when you finish the book. And then every once in a while when you have viewers, you jump on and say stuff. There's your answer. I don't know. I feel like his phone has abandoned him.
It really has, because it's like locking rotation completely right now. Like, look at this. I can't change that. Here, just... It'll be a risk.
How's it? Can it go live? So are we live? We're live right now?
Yeah, we're live now.
Well, hell, dude. Let's do it. How often do you get this?
Get what? Holding it?
We're live. Look, it's the wall behind you. Let's do it. We're only going to be on, like, who knows? There you go. Oh, ooh.
Yeah, try to turn it again. I don't know how to change that. And that's happened to me before.
Has it, though? Give me 2 ideas.
Nope.
You've just given me 2 ideas for a live stream. Let me try one more thing. Live stream with 2 cameras on 2 different streams, one of them handheld. You don't even look at it. You don't even admit it exists. You are just like doing this. Or have a person very annoyingly put it on a selfie stick and just go like this at you while you're talking. That's one idea. My second idea is gold. I've long thought of taking the camera, setting it up for live stream, and not sitting down. Just setting up the camera, turning on the light.
Just stand right here.
And just leave it. Because I'm convinced if I do that, my cat will put on the greatest show ever.
Yeah, just like mine do.
Well, bro, shoot it like this. Quit being stubborn. In fact, hang it, set it up there, and then give us a different view. I wonder, the other little, yeah. Hey, check this out. Now everybody's going to leave so they can see this view. This is what you get, guys, on Instagram TV. This is, whoever invented this likes to see people's heads real close together. But you know what? Maybe they're in a country where I'm restricted. Maybe this is the only chance people get to see us. Give them something different, Trav. Live on the edge. Live in the now. Let's do that review. It's not often I encourage abandonment, but go to his channel and look.
It looks weird on... Yeah. I'm literally grabbing the edge of the screen, guys.
That is creeping me out a little bit. I'm believing
because I'm doing it perfectly.
I'm.
You do it. It'd be funny.
Now I'm coming back.
I can't get out.
Are you ready for this review?
Oh yeah.
You know one of my favorite things to review in the middle of the night? Energy drinks.
Oh God. Oh God. He's getting the energy drink. I don't even know what it is.
I didn't even
We're about to find out.
know it existed until like somebody told me. Here comes a couple close-ups, kids. It's the new summer edition coconut berry from Red Bull.
Multiple screens.
It's like a lure. I'm over here, man. The moneymaker. Here you go. Now just hold that and be quiet. Oh.
The view of your channel when we're doing this is like we got the entire thing in wide shot. You have not been interrupted this whole time.
No.
I am the main guy, and everybody knows this. TravTries is the channel that has technical issues, full blown all the time. There has been months that I've not been able to do videos.
You need to change the name of your channel to this. TravTries. No, really. Or I promise.
I promise. Not gonna happen.
Are you ready for this?
No, but we're about to do it.
Can you turn that thing, and this is not, you won't even get the reference, this isn't a rock joke. Can you turn that sideways, and then you don't have to hold it? Oh, Gumby, the handler thing.
Gumby. Alright, it's gonna be you.
Oh no, so you're just not gonna, oh, okay, I was like, come on, man. Yeah, there.
What do you...
Yes!
Ah.
I'm getting this guy trained up.
You have words and grammar and thoughts.
Well, I'm oddly rooting for this because, the only hope those of us under the oppressive thumb of YouTube have is, at the moment, Instagram TV. So I guess I better learn to shoot living in a box looking like this. I just wonder who the executives are at the meeting that nobody mentioned.
It's on 1%.
There's a reason that Trav doesn't drink, folks.
Well, they saw me try that, or I didn't try it, but I drank I gave a toast on my 6-year video, not your father's root beer, because I actually do enjoy that.
That's why troubleshooting over a phone with people is hard, because you can't point at things. And so when you're trying to tell people how to do something, they're like, what power button? Well, sir.
You know how we'd give Miss Elizabeth a heart attack right now?
How?
She said go to Waffle House.
He couldn't see. He can't see the colors, man. He can't see what's happening. Dude.
Special effects.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anyway, what I was going to say is I bet you used that poster to find out if it's straight or not, right? Because that's what I've done before.
Mm-hmm.
My door behind me, sometimes it's like this, then I know I'm not straight. So it's like, okay, I got to get it right, because I know that my counter is perfectly level. So it's like, I gotta get it right.
This will drive you crazy. You know how I know it's level? Hey, that's better.
Let me get a wider shot.
You have just accomplished something. Because I'm going to have to do this one day. If I'm ever going to do the Instagram thing, I've been trying to figure it out. All kidding aside, he just invented the shot that me and Q could do reviews from without feeling completely weird about it.
There we go.
It works. It's a long way away, and we'll have to cut in.
They don't know what we're talking about. They just see like the shot of us. They don't. So basically, we have these phone stands. It clips on. That's how I film my videos, just for like
tripod, folks.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, it's like it's a tripod, but it's a special tripod. Like people, when they think of tripod, attach a HD camera to it. These are iPhones.
That's true.
And whenever me and Ryan even found out these existed, and I even asked you like, what do you use? And it's literally happened to be about the same thing. So it's kind of coincidental. But they just attach on, and now we've turned it where the phone is not rectangle, but it is this way. And like you said, the IGTV thing, I personally I haven't really looked into what it is, but go for it. Because now you've probably figured out a way to film it. And I might need to jump on the ball on it. I don't know.
Here's what he's saying. This is me. This is him. But it's like this.
Yeah.
That. You have to shoot it from that way.
Given an example given by the Red Bull Summer Edition. No sponsor.
No sponsor. Yeah, I think you've stumbled upon something with your awful, awful phone. You know what people never see is that. I keep trying to get rid of my own people who send them to you. They never see that.
Star Wars Hot Wheels, my friends. This layout is just...
That guy right there.
This layout is just... It's incredible. And even you know that, because whenever you did the pickle slushy, and I have had I've had pickles recommend that. That's what I was trying to say. I've had people recommend that as like what I should do.
Show the people in both cameras. They want to see the color. It is.
You guys know how I do it.
It's coconut berry. Oh, yeah.
It's like a nice.
That looks weird.
What?
Wait. No, you're there. See, that's a while ago, though. You're going to take it away, and it'll still be there. Oh, that was uncanny.
Just pour it on the left.
You timed it to the time before, and you did it exactly. I'm the only person that appreciates that because there's no one else.
Yeah,
you didn't even see it.
Behind the scenes.
3 drinks. Our goal here is to explode Trav's heart. You a big energy drink guy?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't drink them all the time, but, like, I'll get in the mood for one.
Desert Island, they're going to drop a pallet, one flavor. What is it?
I don't know.
Dude, Rockstar Red. The punched for the regular, red and blue for the diet. If you ever want to drink an energy drink and not gain weight, go with the red or blue. Don't drink the white.
Interesting.
Here we go, drink one.
Whoa, that coconut flavor. That hit me right away. And you've never had this, right?
No.
It's just been sitting in your fridge waiting on an opportunity?
Bought it today.
Really? I really should have brought the gas monkey.
I'm that guy right now. I think this was my last energy drink, but I'm the guy that buys like 6 a day, and I hoard them.
Really?
One more drink for me, and I'll be ready to grade. Drink.
Dang it! I didn't even think of that. I kept drinking. I forgot we were gonna do like.
That's all right. I'll tell you guys something funny. Since there's literally probably like 10 people left, and they're hardcore people. When me and Q do this, there's 10 people left over here. When me and Q do drink reviews, he is a person that takes 1,000 drinks quickly. If you hand him something, he'll go like this. That makes for horrible video. Like, I do the countdown, I'm like, all right, man, drink one. And I don't even have it here, and he's bringing it away. So I literally have to coach him. I'm like, I need you to do one of two things. I need you to either, like, hold it, just let me get there, man, or just find a way to take a bigger drink. I don't know which he does, but yes, oftentimes you'll watch him, and he'll just be coming up, and the cut will happen because he's getting ready to come down already. But he'll finish it before I do. I don't know, like a hummingbird. What's your grade, sir?
One more drink.
This is flavor only because we have no way of knowing if it works. Excuse me. Little gas there.
There's a bug climbing up your stand.
Ooh, it's a lightning bug.
Same one that you swatted away earlier.
I bet
now
it
he's
is.
back for revenge. He
Oh,
didn't unplug it.
dude. You know, we may have to stay long enough for it to crawl over the limbs. I watched a fly do that once.
Would be cool.
I have it on video. It was badass. The fly,
Covered the whole screen.
it was like a monster went over and then was gone. And then, like, whatever we were reviewing didn't matter anymore. It was time to end.
Make it to that. It'll probably go to the top.
Bastard. All right, man. Grade. Coconut berry.
A 90. I really like it.
I'm going to go 85.
Why did I just did your grading system and we're on both channels. I forgot
That's
about
because my grading system kicks
it's because it's the environment.
You know why?
In your studio, and it's like it's.
You've just exposed the weakness in your grading system unintentionally. No offense. Didn't bring you here to Geraldo you. It's an 85. An 85 falls dead between an 8 and a 9. What to do? A suggestion. I know you don't like shades of gray, my friend, but maybe you could institute at least the 0.5s. Where it's so close right down the middle, you don't want to give a misconception either way. You could at least put that into your grading.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
That's true.
I understand where an 8.2 really doesn't matter, but like an 8.5 is a big diff.
Like, obviously, after this, I'll be putting a lot of thought into a lot of things.
He's not.
But, like, for instance, maybe trying the non-reflective camera. Maybe. Because I think after this, when we do a review, I'll go ahead and give it a shot to see what I think about the quality. I have known that older iPhones, like, I've filmed on an older iPhone before, and yeah, the quality was different. But with this one, I really couldn't tell. But maybe whenever it's, like, in my...
When I go back and watch a live later, I can tell the difference. And you know what? We've shot with Canon. We've shot with iPhones. We've shot with Galaxies. Galaxy, man, I'm not a Galaxy fan, but they have a damn fine picture for a video. There is a video on YouTube that I could show you that looks like it was shot with like a high-def professional camera. It's ridiculous, and it was shot with a friggin' Galaxy. But by and large, people can't ever tell the difference. I never hear anything.
This guy right here.
Yeah?
Alex Hefner, he reacts to like, because he's like kind of a hip hop guy. He's been reacting to like metal music, and I like metal, so
He does not look like any of those type things.
I know.
Judging him by the way he looks.
Just the newest video. I'm gonna mute it so that it's like not like I'm actually playing his video. But as soon as the quality clears up,
right.
This is the guy. This is the camera I want. I don't know what it is, and like any comment that I could leave, it's probably not gonna be seen because you know.
The best
13K.
video I ever saw from anyone was Kevin Smith. He had like a moment where he was doing a morning show on a podcast for his network, and he would film them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good looking picture. That it cleared. That's a good looking picture.
Yeah, and I love his editing too because he'll use a lot of zooms and like insert. Because what I was doing it before I even saw this guy, but yeah, like inserting movie clips. I love doing that, and like he does that.
I like to insert clips of Jason Callan.
Yeah.
I do. Enjoy it very much. I like to have Jason Cowan reenact great moments in movie history for me because
You should watch this guy's reaction on
he's
Down
historic.
with Sickness, because it was the first time that he was hearing Disturbed at all, and that was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Wow.
And he listened to Down with the Sickness, and when I got to that part, it's like.
Hold on a minute. You said this guy was a fan of this kind of music, right?
No, he hip hop head. He
Oh,
likes
okay.
He's exploring metal, and he's like really like enjoying a lot of stuff that people are. Yeah, he just did Walk even before.
That's a nice tune. And then it's a shame Homeboy just died too.
Yeah. Rest in peace, drummer of Pantera. Don't know his name.
Alex Hefner has some fine camera work.
I know. Like,
Kevin Smith was better though, bro.
And what I've always loved, and I think would be perfect for a review, even though for your setup, nah, because you want to keep this background.
I never finished the thought on the background on why we have it.
The blurred background. I love that. And I don't know how to. I don't know.
Well, even blurred
on the iPhone.
I tried cameras. I tried phones. It was so white in here. Everything's white.
Yeah.
What happened was the phone, especially, but like Canon cameras too. Something in it went crazy, and it would try to focus on nothing, like whiteness.
Yeah.
And behind me, things would happen like, and it was cool as hell. But then you would watch things warp.
Yeah.
And like dimensional portals would open behind us, and we're just eating sandwiches. And finally, I was like, I got to give the camera something to focus on.
What I don't like is whenever you have a camera that does do the face focus, you're in the middle of a cut, and you may have even just taken that first drink that you can't cut out.
Right.
Apparently, you can't cut it out, and it just did this like that in and out, and I'm like, dang it, I got to keep that. And I've had cameras, do that on me before, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like the face. I don't know if this guy has that problem or anything, but so far he's pretty clean with his cuts. And
He's doing this live, or is he?
No, these are edited videos.
Oh, then you can bet he can go back.
He even pauses the song whenever he's like, because sometimes it's like it's such a good song that he stops and he says his opinion on it, in the middle of the video, or he pauses it and then the clip goes away. But
that makes sense. Nah, it's different, man. He can go back, and YouTube did kind of jack us from one standpoint where we can't. If I drop an F-bomb and it gets by me in editing, I can't just go. I can go put a sound over it, but I can't like micro snip it from the YouTube editor anymore. Is there even a YouTube editor anymore?
I don't know. I use Adobe Premiere.
This guy.
I use Adobe Premiere, and I actually do have a download of because I tried doing like these Twitch videos a while back on another channel, and just doing like straight up gaming videos, and I didn't stick with it. But for my friends that like cursed a lot, I would make it a joke to add a bleep, and it would sound funny because one of my friends would like cuss a whole lot, so it was bleep, bleep, bleep. And going in there and editing bleeps inside of a video is a lot of work, but it was fun. So I actually do have a downloaded clip on here. It's not what I was about to say at home, but it's right here, of a bleep sound effect that you can add in. But yeah. Boogie's videos, I really like
the same though quality for.
I really like this video, by the way. He talked about his.
I didn't watch that one on purpose. I stayed away from it. I'll watch it when I'm in the proper mood, because if I don't,
you have to be in the mood for a sad story.
Yeah, he's got a lot of sad stories.
And I'm happy with what he's doing. He's losing weight, and.
When did you take this thumbnail? Which video was that?
That was the quick one. That was like, I'm back.
There's 3 people watching that right now. Is that the one you're on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, to explain, I haven't actually taken time to explain what's been happening.
Yes, tell it to the 3 people. These people, they know. They abandon you, man.
Alright, so whenever you're live streaming, your phone dies very quickly. This guy knows this. Very quickly. I've been forgetting to talk to them a lot. Sorry to the mrhappy0121 fans. Please subscribe.
Cater to your 3 people, man.
Please go to my channel and subscribe. No.
You lost one. You didn't talk fast enough.
But, anyway, basically, I didn't have the plug-in. We forgot to plug it in while I was live streaming. So my phone has now went dead twice during this stream. Hey, it's a part of the memory now, and we'll always have it. Like the fact that we had that bad of a technical issue, we'll always remember that. And you had none. 0. Because this guy has more subscribers than me. He knows what he's doing.
I'm like Paige.
But yeah. So my phone died. To anybody that has rejoined and you're frustrated because it's like, oh, you got kicked off and then you had to come back. I apologize.
Come on, man.
I apologize.
You guys are getting the exclusive first look at my new Instagram view that I'm going to steal from him that he did on accident.
There you go.
I'll name it after you. I'm
Alright.
gonna from here on out. Let's see. Mike Kennedy has some good thoughts, but I kind of have interviewed him over the last hour and a half, Mike. So if anybody has a question for Trav, it is 1:31. I'm about to lose.
your laptop battery.
Yes.
So watch your laptop go dead now, and we'd still be. Well, no, we wouldn't be streaming. Or wait, no, yeah, we would.
You could turn mine on yours,
It would be.
and then we could go back and forth. Yeah. Hold on, I think I got it back. If we don't shake the table. Yeah. Just before this kicked off, I don't have enough problems. I did the world famous thing where my laptop cord got yanked, so it's kind of short. Anyway, anybody wants to ask Trav a question? You got 5 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Please keep your questions clean. And he does not want to speak on anything involving Polk County between 1998 and 2001. Those records have been sealed. We're not going to talk about that. Anything else that you guys would like to know about Trav?
Feel free to ask.
See, I told you we wouldn't talk about it.
Trav, can I call you? Can I call you Travie? You know, it's funny because people have made fun of my name by saying Travie or whatever, and I'm like. Obviously, I'm not going to rename myself that. TravTries. Think about that one. Let that sink into your head.
Do you watch Live PD? I have on accident. It's not appointment viewing. Sometimes I go by and see it.
PD.
Police Department. They have this 3-hour show where they just have.
Is it on like YouTube or?
Oh no. A&E. One of those that you go like. One of those where you're shocked that they stooped to pandering to this level, but they just follow cops around for hours.
By the way, I did not.
Did you ever see Jason's impression of Fred Sanford? No.
I don't think I have.
2 no's. Here's the secret about Jason. I talk to Jason more than I watch Jason. Not because I don't like Jason. It's just like he'll do like a 7-hour live stream on pork and beans.
Or 5 reviews a day. Like, and hey, more power to you. That's why he's
Hey
climbing.
man, do it.
That's why he's climbing. That's why he's doing so well now. I think you know what. You want to know what's funny? And I don't know if Jason is still here. I don't know if
He's probably not. He's got to work. He's asleep.
But Jason, it was funny as crap the other day. He did a video and it was like a minute, so I watched it. It was like I have a minute to kill. His thank you to everybody for what was it, 6,000
subs.
I watched that video and then I saw on his channel it said 5.9K. And so I clicked on his channel. He had 5,999 after he had uploaded that. Some people trolled by unsubscribing.
They will too. Or YouTube trolled him because YouTube will just do that.
Or it was just literally people happened to unsubscribe. But I personally believe it was a troll. That it was people literally making.
He never makes a video. You wait till you're 50 over.
Like,
man.
it was literally funny because he's like, thank you so much for the 6,000 subscribers. And it was like, you're one away, Jason. But then I realized, like, I've done that too. I think when I hit like 2,000, I went back down to like 1,998 or something like that.
YouTube will do that to you. It's like you get their attention when you cross. And they do the thing where they say if the account hasn't been active in 6 months or a year, then they kill it. I've had that. The first time YouTube ever did that, I freaked out. I lost 500 subscribers. They had never done it before, and they instituted it. I woke up one day, and my subscribers went, boop. I was like, what the hell? In that voice. Could you do that right now? What the hell? That voice? And then I went over and looked at everybody else, and people were losing like tens of thousands of subs. And I was like, oh, not so bad. Are you comment collected? Is that?
I was about to respond to that. TT, you know, it's funny because whenever I first saw their name was TT, I was like, are you inspired by my channel? Is it TravTries? Maybe. No, it's obviously for something else, but what was it? Captain Akron, by the way, he always hashtags TT like every single comment. I don't know what he hashtags for you, but
here's the thing you need to know. You need to find out what that means quickly. Because like I was a little slow because I don't watch as much porn, I guess, as I should. And so the whole everybody calling me daddy thing took me a couple weeks to get on board with, yeah, no, stop it. So it's good to know exactly what something means.
Well, I mean, for him, it stands for TravTries.
TT means, the double TT means that?
Not that.
Okay,
What
okay.
Captain Akron was saying.
Oh, okay. I
He's
feel you,
just
all right.
hashtagging like my initials or whatever you want to call it.
TTTT could mean some foul stuff in Tahiti.
Well, anyway,
Jeff's like, no, don't take me down this
No.
road again. Just, come on, man.
Elizabeth, Trav, thanks for doing this.
She didn't say that. She said, thank you for acknowledging my participation.
It's
Participation.
Water
Participle.
dew on grass.
You're a little gassy, Trav. You
Little
know,
bit.
maybe next
Hashtag
time.
burp time.
Maybe next time. For the sake of the quality of the videos, I won't have you shotgun 3 old styles in a row and put you on camera.
Oh yeah.
I just thought, man, they're
I'm
only
a
12
loose
ounces.
cannon right now.
It's like 36 ounces, dude. That's not even very much.
Okay, so back to
Oh yeah, people were asking you questions. They have 5 minutes, and that was 6 minutes ago or something.
what's my take on Logan Paul? I don't care. Thank you for acknowledging that. What was the trolling, Elizabeth? I think she was talking about Jason, because I mentioned like somebody unsubscribed, but he got down to like 5,999 out of breath. Travis inspires me to be a better person. Like, I try to do that, you know, like if I can help somebody, then I will. You know, it's like
There's something. Okay, now follow this. Matthew Simmons said something about Jason. Well, that happened to him. We've been saying that here for years. Other people have been saying it, and no one believes it until it happens. And you don't believe it until you see it happen. He said that he was on sub from Jason. He didn't do it. There was a week once where YouTube unsubbed me from the endorsement 3 times.
really.
Unsubbed me, and this was when I was watching every video every day, and I would go back and I would sub, and then it would unsub me. I've had not thousands, but probably hundreds of people tell me through the years, yeah, man, we thought you quit. We were subbed, and then we weren't. YouTube does some wonderful things to people, man.
Yeah.
They just, and then they will never, hello, Heather. They will never admit it.
I don't know. I don't know why YouTube is doing what they're doing. If any, like some of this, it always seems like it's on purpose. Or
If they
did
would
you see
just
the Boogie
admit.
video where like I think
Oh, where he had everybody on sub?
Yeah.
I did watch that one.
that's a very interesting like thing to do because for him it's like it's an experiment. And it's actually that is an interesting thing to do because it does show YouTube like, oh, what happened to these numbers? But like obviously he would want them all back. And I mean I would too, because like Boogie, you know, I also have anxiety, so it'd be kind of one of those things like, why did I just lose all these numbers? But it would be my own fault if I did something like that. My eyes. SpongeBob reference again.
See, you got SpongeBob, I got wrestling. We'll do a dual stream. Oh, we're doing that.
Just like them playing both at the same time. Like it's like really like throwing people off because the sound's going together and like, be weird.
What Jason's doing though, kind of going back into that, where he's doing 5 reviews a day. There's ways, and
One take. That's why.
well, there's ways that he's not doing this on purpose. There's been times where we have caught the algorithm, and I've realized it. And the algorithm is like trying to hold sand in your hands, man, or trying to grab water. But every once in a while, you'll realize you have it. And when you have it, you better take advantage of it. And there was one time where the algorithm was, the more you uploaded, the more they pushed you. It lasted about 6 weeks. And we went through, we never did like Jason, but we were doing like 14 videos a week at that point. And the videos just kept going and going, and then like, shut down. I wish YouTube would just come out and be honest. They could just cut a memo that said, look, there's too much video, too much information, and not enough people. We're doing the best we can. We screw up.
Yeah.
But instead, they always they ignore it or have a scientific explanation for BS. We meant to do that, Greg. We thought you needed to be, inspired to want to see the endorsement more, so we unsubbed you 6 times in a row. It's crap like that gets old real quick.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's, you know,
You guys
Oh,
tried the
no.
dill chicken at KFC? No, Russell.
I personally, I can't even remember the last KFC review I've done.
Let me ask you.
Years ago.
I have a video on here. Just type Mr. Happy KFC. A scathing promo cut on this KFC here where I went in there. It was 5 in the afternoon. They had all the lights turned out. And in the back kitchen, the lights were out. It was dark in the kitchen. All the employees were up front fighting. There was a guy with a dirty mop head putting dirty water around in the store. And they didn't acknowledge me.
You have a Mr. Dark one, apparently.
Keep going.
Almost forgot you even have that channel.
Why I'm not reviewing the KFC Zinger? I go into depth and tell the story. I just go sit down and rant. I have not been back to that KFC since.
Really?
Dude, have you ever walked into that KFC?
Is it across from Wendy's by the bank?
Mm-hmm.
I personally heard a lot of stories about how bad that was.
Horror show. I had like KFC, like the company reached out to me and they asked me a bunch of questions and nothing was ever done about it. So yeah, I'm off the KFC boat. And it's not just this one local, like KFC as a whole has fallen off. I used to love it, but if I go in other cities, they're horrible. So now like I'm a Popeyes guy, I guess.
Popeyes is much better. I get the strips every time. Love it. I need to do another Popeyes review. It's been in like a really long time. Me and you both know. Snacks, I was telling you yesterday, drinks, so easy.
Right.
It's easy to go and just get a drink and review it. It's a lot easy. I feel like I can do it quicker than I can getting into like a food review. It's more to describe in a food review. So yeah, drinks are easier. That's why you'll see a lot of drink reviews. To answer, I think it was somebody, Mike Kennedy, Trav, let me know why to check your channel. Describe to me why they should check out my channel.
Because you're low key, man. You just tell it like it is. If somebody wants to see a review, the people that come here and are angry that it's taken me 73 seconds to get to the review, I hear this. This is the thing that it took him 2 minutes and 12 seconds to open the soda.
Yeah, I do.
He's on it, man.
I do watch some reviews sometimes, and I'm like, okay, you're going 7 minutes, and you haven't. And this isn't from you guys, because you guys jump on it, pretty quick sometimes.
Fairly quick.
You guys will tell your story out. You'll save story time for after.
We put it after because we know most people don't give a damn. We lose half our audience the minute we give the grid.
At that point, the views are dropped already. Like,
Right.
People, because it's like a lot of, like I said earlier, people's attention spans are so small, like they can't sit through a whole video of like a guy talking about food, like, and then stay around for story time. So they usually see the review and then bail.
And that's why he's here. You want to sell it? Here's the sale. His videos are quick, to the point, and he's low key instead of like this, like a guy always trying to sell you something. That's why I would watch his channel.
And the best version of that thing, speak this out, Ian K. He's the best version
I love Ian. He's my guy, but no.
Ian K. No, I mean like to the most like professional. If you know what I mean, because his videos are like really like, he puts a lot of work. He's most professional. He does things that it's one of those taste deals. Like Ian in real life, I always Central TV. Connor, love that guy.
Like I don't know if it's in the shot. He sent me like a welcome to YouTube package my first couple weeks doing reviews. Yeah, it's not in the thing. It used to be there. It's up higher. Ian is the nicest guy.
Really is.
But then he has little things he does that like drive me crazy in the videos. Like to peep this out at the window.
That cracks me up every time because people are literally like, I know they're thinking, what did he just say? Or, people that, because I've seen videos where he's done that, and then they're like, oh, it's you again, like, and then they know because they know who's coming through, and that's kind of cool that he's gotten like that, like, cred a little bit.
Here's the other thing, and I'm only gonna say this once. I'm gonna say it quick. It's far into a video late at night, so it'll be like this. When I don't do like drive-through stuff much ever. I've done it a couple times lately, but if you'll notice, I change the person's voice and I don't put their face on camera. You're getting paid minimum wage. Things suck. You're in a fast food place. do you really want to be on a YouTube video
So
with
like,
some guy?
So like when you did the
And is he
pickle
get-
slush.
Yeah, are you
No
getting
order.
permission? Yeah, listen to that video. Listen to the audio.
I didn't really take notice of how the person sounds, but
Yeah, the audio was altered. They didn't ask to be on the video. Why would I do that? I know that's a thought, but I mean, there are people that maybe don't want to be peeped out. And I don't know, man. You see, I don't know everything. I don't know that he ain't going in advance and getting, like, people to sign stuff. But people are very litigious. That's my take on that. And it feels sometimes like certain people don't know they're being taped.
yeah, because I don't know, like
That's
I
me.
feel like if people really didn't want to be taped and they saw that camera on the dashboard or on their window or however it's set up, 'cause I think
Hey man, if you work fast food in Russia, everybody seems to have that camera. Otherwise, how do you explain all those accident videos?
yours is good. Yours going
That's
in and
where
out of
it's
the short.
coming in and out of the connection.
That's weird. Why does yours? Because mine gets brighter when it's on the short.
Because I like darkness.
Well, I'm just saying, like whenever
When mine's under its own
mine is
control,
dim whenever it's
Mine is
low.
dim when it's like my jam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a dark screen guy. She back to being acknowledged? We acknowledged you.
Elizabeth, you are acknowledged. I keep forgetting.
Hey, wait a
to,
minute,
like,
wait a minute. Elizabeth,
Are you listening, Elizabeth?
hear me now, and believe me later.
Multiple cameras.
We henceforth acknowledge you, big guy. All right. Okay, man, we've answered questions. We have done this like way too long.
Oh yeah.
It is 1:47 in the morning,
Which
and
is
I
basically my lunchtime.
hear a rumor that we're going to be making some more videos.
We are.
So, RDR food reviews, you ever watch them?
Don't even think I've heard of him. Just to be honest.
He's pretty good. No, boy, that came off really bad. See, sometimes I can't even tell. I'm like, he's pretty good. No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, he's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, he wasn't bad. I just see so
She
many.
told us to she knows us to shut up. We will never shut up. We're food reviewers.
Yeah.
Well, literally.
What
like,
kind of food review is that?
Like they're gonna hear our voices for like years to come, so might as well get used to it, right?
You know, I'm going to tell you this one off camera because I'm not going to be too savage. But once again, go find your favorite food reviewers on Instagram and see what they're putting up and calling reviews over there. I'll tell you what we've done. And I'm not in any way happy with it, but it's way better than what other people are doing. In fact, I'm going to put up one right now. I'm taking the food close-up and doing it in the Instagram, giving a special whatever, but I'm doing the landscaping for the rest of the video. Does that make sense? I'm taking like videos from over here and doing that part except for the food close-ups. And it feels better than anything I'm seeing where people are taking their cameras and filming their old reviews with the camera upright. Yes. This has happened. And I mentioned to that person, maybe they should not do that because that's not the impression you want to leave early in the process.
Apparently we got on to Blink-182.
Tom DeLonge should have stayed in Blink-182. Yes, he should. I have, like, that and Water is Wet, my friend. Yes, he should have. Have you tried the Doritos Wasabi recently? Saw it at Walmart. I think we have a review. Like you said, man, I have other channels, and it's weird because Doritos Wasabi.
Wasabi.
And that's the other thing. I have people get frustrated with me sometimes when they ask me. Not there.
Well, I mean, it would have came up.
No. Look at all the dudes with little kids.
I know.
You know,
There's a lot more food reviewers. I think that, food reviewing, like a lot of people think it's like a dying breed.
I don't know any of these people.
I know. That's what's.
He
like,
just put in
there's a lot
Mr.
of-
Happy Doritos Wasabi, and it is a page full of people eating Doritos I ain't never seen before.
With the wasabi Doritos.
Yep.
Fun size reviews, family food dude. That's kind of a catchy name. Family food dude. Food dude.
FFD.
Family food. We're technically giving people shout outs, so we don't even like.
Sure.
They're gonna go check them out. And
Yeah.
like, hey, these guys said something about you on live stream. Like,
What'd they say? Well, they said you exist.
We literally said you exist.
I would take it, dude. If anybody would just randomly shout me out in videos, Mr. Happy, what about him? he exists.
And the fact that people actually go out of it, because a lot of people are going to hear a shout out, they're not going to actually go and type it in. Because with me, if I hear a name of somebody and then I'm like, oh, I should look that guy up later, I forget.
We're deep once again into this, so I will say some things I normally don't say. I have another channel. You know, I have these channels that I use for research.
Yeah.
That's driving you crazy, isn't it? The number 2 or 3 reviewer on Twitch, I think his name is like Dak Holtz or something. Not reviewer, streamer, video game streamer. He gave one of my obscure channels a shout out, like unintentionally. And literally just the guy talking about the video spiked the hell out of it.
Wow.
It like 2,500 views on this obscure channel in the middle of the night, and they were all like, dude brought us. Dude didn't bring you, he mentioned it. It was about Thanos, she would love it.
Quick question from TT. Explain the girl with the dragon tattoo poster. And I've actually always been wondering, where'd you get it?
Let's see. Okay, that's the American version. I got that one from Amazon. You were just in my room. I've got let me back up. I'm a huge fan of that entire series, but I'm a bigger fan of the actual version, not the American version. David Fincher's great, but the original books and the original movies, awesome. So I have like various posters from all around the world, and I've had to order them in some weird places just because I'm a big fan. And most people never even realize what the hell the poster is for. They're like, what is that? Is that the Black Widow? Sure. She's awesome. Orlando Chavez, thoughts on the report of the week, a.k.a. Review Bra. Quickly, because we've talked about the same thing we said earlier, just do it in time and a half speed. What do you got?
Breath first.
Wow.
I talked to a report of the week a long time ago when he was like probably in, I think you even said like before he was even 1,000 is whenever you...
No, 13,000.
13,000.
Yeah, this is when I found
I'm
it.
pretty sure he was in the hundreds whenever...
Wow.
Like whenever, I think it was like back whenever they had the nice little YouTube, you didn't have to, through email, that's what it was, where you can send an email through your YouTube account, but it looks like it just sends directly to the email that they're using for the account. I don't remember what we talked about. I could probably go into my but I mean, I'd never delete any emails, so it's got to
Note yourself.
I would have to go all the way back in time. But it was like probably my first or second year of doing it, and I think it was back whenever he was just doing. He had that little office, and he's always done the suit with the slick back hair, all that, and I always just thought this is like, there's a reason to watch this guy because it's just so different. And you said real quick, but I'm just trying to get all my thoughts out.
You didn't give any of those thoughts earlier, so it's new material.
I think he may have I think he said something about my channel, or I was complimenting him. Because I think I said I really like your videos and everything. And I think it's back in the day where
You're pussyfooting around something. How was the interaction?
I would actually say to people hey, check out my channel, because back then it's
you didn't know better.
I was I don't, and I don't like it when people do that now.
You didn't know better.
Or posting their hey, check out, and
hey, check this out.
Check this out in my comments or whatever, and it's okay.
Don't do that, guys.
But I like him. I haven't watched him in a long time, but I have seen the blow up. And
how was your personal interaction with him?
Even Ryan has never really even heard of him, and then now he knows about him because Report of the Week has become his own meme. He's on the internet, he's on Facebook, people make fun of him, and now his camera and everything looks great. And he said he's been getting out of the office more into cars. The exchange was nice. He seemed like a really nice person, and I feel like he'd probably be one of those people now even though I'm blowing up, he probably still is. We don't know. There's
one, and I say this is not kidding. That's what I guess I have to do sometimes, because I say so many. I'm not kidding. There's a food reviewer, I'm going to tell you off air. Somebody on here must have watched long enough, I've told this story, that hates him. The Report of the Week. Had a personal interaction with him, and it was not good.
Really?
Because I went to this person, I was like, there's this guy. He wears suits. And the dude was like, I know. I'm like, wow, that's a little negative from you. He's like, oh, you don't know. and he gave me the story. Apparently, he'd done what you did, and on that day, I guess the Report of the Week found something he didn't like and blew the dude off. This was like eons ago. And since then, this guy has been actively rooting against the Report of the Week. Personally, I can boil him down real quick. First time I saw him, I said, this guy, if he keeps doing this, first of all, I respected the fact he never did the bit where he went to somebody's video and went, nice video, bro, great review, one of those. I never saw his comments anywhere. Basically, if you were the guy on every video doing that, I started to lose respect for you because I saw what you were doing. He never even acknowledged there was anyone but him. It was always just him, and he was always his own character. Singular. That's like the strategy Vince McMahon uses. Never admit other wrestling exists. You're the only one. In fact, you don't even think about it. You're not even, you people aren't wrestlers or sports entertainers. That's what he did, man. With a suit and whatever, he wasn't a food reviewer.
Yeah.
And I saw, I was like, this guy one day will eventually blow up, because if you watched one video, you want to watch more and more and more and more. I watched like 20 in a row to see if it was an act. I wanted to catch him faking.
Yeah.
No, he's that dude. That's why. I said the same thing about Joey, and I don't like Joey's videos. I know he's not still here, but I never have liked, but I said the same thing. I said, there is a segment of people that's going to like this.
Yeah.
And he's different. Ain't nobody else doing that. Like us, we're a dime a dozen, man. Couple dudes with their hats on backwards.
Literally. Even if you tried doing a meet and greet with subscribers, it's like, obviously, personally, I'd love to do that. I have not been to VidCon yet. That'd be interesting, but you know what's going to happen? Nobody's going to show up at our panel.
Panel?
You know what I mean? Like the desk, the corner that you got or whatever. Or just, if it's just like a walk around.
Here's how meet and greet.
Like, I would probably have to literally put on TravTries, like, for people to even know. You know what I mean? Because, like, they would just see me. I would literally blend with the crowd and look like I'm just there.
Here's how it works, Trav. I go to events with large numbers of people. Like 100,000 people. Maybe, if I'm lucky, 1 in 100,000, or 200,000, or 300,000, or 400,000.
Not to interrupt, but you've been recognized.
Yeah, I was going to get there, though. But when I'm going to go to something huge, in my mind, it's got to be like 100,000 people for one person.
Yeah.
To maybe have seen a video. Think about it, all the people in the world. I got like 44 million views. That, and you got people that watch.
Usually it'd probably be like a small world moment where it's just like, oh, you happen to be in my area.
Yeah, like 10 times have I ever said, I'm going to be somewhere. If you guys, want to come hang out and say hi, tell me and I'll meet you there. And like, it's always concerts. And every time somebody will be like, hey, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. And I've taken pictures with people, meet them at like whatever. But if that's a meet and greet, I'm happy to meet people. Hell.
Fun fact about this guy, I have not been recognized in person. Jason Callan beat me to that punch. He's been recognized at work. Like, he worked with a guy, but like his first being recognized was, I think he said something about, like, he was just at work and a guy got hired and he's like, are you Jason Callan from YouTube? And he's like, yeah, that was back whenever he was like way lower numbers.
I've been recognized by people not like that, and it's uncomfortable because it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, there is kind of that thing of, like, you're not behind a
camera.
camera.
And I ain't trying to be like, don't speak to me. Yeah.
You're not behind a camera now, so it's like, well, this is me now. Like, this is who I am. Like, and for me, it would be like, people would probably meet me and be like, man, he's a lot shyer than I thought, because I am. I mean, it's like, I am in person, but... Put
this in your head, though. The people that met me like that met me based on either the orange video or the potato video. Not food reviewer me. The times that I've had people like recognize me like that, it's a video with millions of views where they're like, you're the dude with a potato. Then you're like, what do you say to that?
What was you guys' first car? Mine was a 2000 Ford Focus. And I just got, not to brag, but a 2014 Nissan Sentra.
1978 Ford Futura, sky blue.
What is... You comfortable with them knowing what you drive right now? That white car?
Yeah, it's just a white car. I don't care about cars.
Hyundai,
you know what? I don't even know what I drive.
Hyundai Elantra. What year is that? That is the same car.
That same car, my brother has one, and 2 of my coworkers have one, and there's 15, 16, 16, 17, 18. 3 years running from the outside, they all look the same. My brother's car's a year newer, and he's got the package in it, and it's way cooler. I don't know, don't care. You know what my favorite car is? One with no payments.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's like
Before I had
a
this
Vega.
car, it was a Volkswagen Golf. Google what that looks like. It's a little hatchback, 2003. Hit a dead deer. All my oil just leaked out. My engine. That's why I had to get a new car. Like I would end up paying more to fix it. I got that car full price, no payments. That was the dream, right?
That's the best.
That's the best. And now I'm like, oh God, I gotta save.
Everybody's different. To some people, it's really important to have a specific kind of car. It's not even in my head. I've had people come up. There's nothing kind of more embarrassing than somebody wants to come up and compliment whatever you're driving. And you're just like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's one of those, and I put the key in it, and it turns on.
Ashley has a wide launcher just like that.
See, you're already a car guy, man. You're knowing words.
I'm not. The thing is I'm not really though, because whenever I went to get that Nissan, that was just literally what they showed me. That was the one I test drove, and I was like, I'll take it.
I hate white vehicles, by the way. They're just cheaper.
I just don't. I mean, personally, not saying anything about white car because Ashley's car looks really nice. I think it's 2013 Hyundai Elantra. Looks really nice. Got kind of muscle to it. It's like, and it's white and it looks nice. But me personally, white car, nah.
I don't know things about vehicles, but I know a lot about retail.
Mine's silver, so that's close enough. But I'd rather have silver or like a darker color.
Watch this. Now, I've told you this. Put this in your brain and plan it and remember it. You'll see more new white cars when the next year's models come out, because what happens is the cars that don't sell are friggin' white, and they put them on sale, and they sell them cheaper because they're white and everybody's got a white car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
are we done here?
I think we're done here because it is now 2:02. That is a perfect ending point. We probably should have ended it even earlier, but
Your third stream was 49 minutes.
already almost an hour just for the third version.
I just keep eating them.
Finish them up, man. You can have them. I'm not taking them home.
He's right.
Gift.
I'm going to eat them all. All right, man, how do we wrap this up?
How do we wrap it up? Do we just awkwardly...
Well, man, they're having some intense
we just awkwardly...
Infinity Gauntlet.
It's always at the end when people start talking the most.
Let me tell you the ideal way I'm going to wrap up, because he'll never know. You guys could put it in the comments of every video. The only way he'll ever know this is if you see him in person. One day, I'm going to sit down with Q and we're going to do a live stream. And I'm going to get up to go to the bathroom. Now, I'm going to have to do it in another camera. I'll have my phone with me. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to film, and I'm going to go outside, get in the car, and drive away. I'm going to drive about 8 miles up the road, and then I'm going to send him the video. And he's going to be sitting here, and he'll answer it. And he'll look and watch the video of me leaving him, and he'll sit here looking at the camera, awkwardly going, credits. That's my dream way to end a video.
So you're going to let him just have to awkwardly end it by himself?
Again, you think he cares. I appreciate that.
No, I'm just saying, how do you think that would go?
How do I think that would go?
Would he just get up and say, bye guys, or would he even say anything?
He would do this, shake his head, get up and walk by the camera and knock the stand over and just leave it live and walk off.
Would he really? He would really knock it over on me.
If I left him hanging like that, he would. Dude's got no chill.
That's interesting. He seems way more chill through YouTube videos.
He is totally chill like that, but he doesn't suffer fools gladly, in other words. I mean, he would go in his room and whatever, he'd leave, he'd be over it by the time he knocked the camera over, but that camera ain't sitting upright. And it ain't getting turned off.
So mean, but so good.
If what I keep hearing about Big Cass is true, then good riddance. But who knows? Wrestling talk. Here's what I do think. Put him with Enzo, make that money for 6 months, and then Big Cass can go into accounting or selling cars or whatever he was meant to do in real life, because he never was much of a wrestler. And you can't teach that. Tell me what you think. Are you a big fan of Enzo?
I don't know what that is.
God bless you for that. Thank you.
When's the TravTries stream?
Oh, dude, that's a dream.
Well,
I would love to see you put him on your back. And you carry that dead ass weight around.
Like not even Greg, just Trav and Q reviews.
And I'll just sit right over there and make some popcorn and have some beers and watch. And I would just watch. Because, dude.
It'd be funny. It'd even be funnier if I was just like, all right, Q, and I just let him take the reins. He'd be even like more like, wait, what?
He would do it for a minute. But the thing is this. I would only allow you to do it on your stream because you got to have him on a leash, man. He doesn't follow anything, so he doesn't know how the world is as far as people getting offended about stuff. And people are always like, why don't you let him talk? And I always say, go to Facebook where all the stuff we cut out of videos is located and watch any video where he talks. And you will understand quickly why I don't let him talk. He talked, I just took it out. I've had to get up and run over and hit the stop button.
Because you're running too long.
Because he is in the midst of getting ready to kick off with something that's going to get me shut down. And he don't even know it.
Wow.
Yeah, so you want to play with that dynamite?
Q, I personally have no idea, but I personally have not seen him since I've been over here. So take that where you want it.
Boots and a sandwich.
Unless you want to update them on what he's doing.
Boots and a sandwich.
Boots and a sandwich?
I like to say really horrible things that are very obscure that one person will go, oh my God. So my answer, boots and a sandwich.
There you
go. All right. Best WrestleMania match. Ever? Quickly, Orlando, give us ever or this year. Because this year was the worst WrestleMania in recent memory. The Money in the Bank was better than WrestleMania this year. Every decision, if you want to watch a man slowly lose his mind, if you've ever just hated me for a minute and wanted to watch me just descend into madness, watch the WrestleMania video. I started with so much hope, and then by the time 6 hours is, I've aged 30 years. I'm bereft of any feeling.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretend fighting makes me feel that
Here's
way.
how much I don't watch wrestling. Last time you did the WrestleMania live stream, you probably remember I joined. I said, hey, I bounced. Mainly because I watched it and then I started driving. So I was like, okay, and then I could have easily been like, I'm gonna aux cord Mr. Happy right now, but I listen to music instead. Personally, because anything that you were saying about this thing, I would not have known what you're talking about. But like, it was interesting because it was that different view that you had never used of your bed, and I was just like, okay,
There's a part of the house we never seen.
I was literally interested with just that. I was like, and like the fact that door is the bathroom. I was imagining that as like, that's the front door, it's a small apartment. Or something.
Okay, I got
my
you.
brain just went straight to like, he has like a living room set up with like just a bed and a TV. But
surely he wouldn't have a home, this guy.
There's a lot more.
WrestleMania, the second Shawn Michaels Undertaker match, probably my favorite. There's better matches, my favorite. The thing about wrestling, what you said earlier about comic books, people that don't watch it think they know what it is, but it's not that. You don't, unless your family takes the time to marry each other as a hobby, you watch wrestling as men fighting. People that really watch wrestling and spend hours at it, you have a storyline, and these guys are actors. It's like watching a tri-level TV show. These actors are placed in separate billing each week on a different TV show, but it's the same actors. Then you have the people that write the show. You know about the people writing the show because you follow it online. And you know that when one guy gets mad, he gets punished so he loses. When you watch this week, you understand he lost this match because he kicked in the bathroom door. It has nothing to do with wrestling. I'm like looking at the Matrix. I don't even see shit. I see numbers when I watch wrestling. Like, yeah. I don't see what people see. That guy was screwing that guy's girlfriend, and he got legit mad in real life, and that's why that guy this week had to do this in a match. Nothing to do with it. That's why I watch wrestling.
There you go.
And you can't, like, commute, because people go, but say, cheers.
It was just that thing, like, I have watched it before.
But how do you get to that level?
As an adult.
Yeah.
And I just can't get into it because I'm sure that you probably grew up with it, pretty much. Like you.
And here's the thing about that too.
And like it's that thing that I just never bothered to give it a chance because I've had my cousins watched it and everything. And anytime I would watch it with them, I was like, this is just not my thing. And there's a lot of things out there that's just not gonna be your thing.
It's like
it's
a
just
calling,
not for me.
dude.
It's
I
just
grew
not
up
for me.
in a time when there was no internet, and from the very second at 8 years old I laid eyes on it, I knew it was fake. I knew, because you could see the guy stomp his foot when he punched the guy. And I don't care who you are, even if you're a smart or a halfway smart 8-year-old, if someone punches you in the face,
It's not
and these guys are
it's
hitting
not
each other
gonna-
like
it's
10,
not
20
gonna look
times,
like that.
I became fascinated with how it worked. That's all I ever wanted to do was know how the trick was made. And people that watch wrestling for years are in the crowd booing and cheering by the booking, not by the match.
Yeah.
And you can't make people understand that. It's just like stupid or foreign to them. It's like me trying to explain Star Wars to the Chinese who don't seem to enjoy it. That's what it is. A small percentage of the Chinese enjoy Star Wars. Less than $100 million worth per movie.
I think I heard Last Jedi did actually kind of well in China.
Well, of course it did. Because they effed up Luke. How did Han Solo do in China?
I don't. First of all, real quick, because we are wrapping this up, Han Solo's marketing was the worst. That was literally like nobody really even knew that it was happening. Whenever, yeah, I saw it like in front of movies, trailers, but the
I knew it was
marketing-
happening months in advance.
I know, but like personally, like what I like the people knew about it, but they didn't. They just didn't give it that oomph that like Rogue One had, or the Last Jedi. So I mean, you know, people can say whatever they want about any of the movies, your opinion, but like the marketing, that's.
Can I give you an alternative take though?
All right.
Star Wars really doesn't need marketing. If you really, I understand what you're saying, but really,
I'm just saying that's why Solo had bad numbers first weekend. Here's a lot of those people that doing the whole like petition to like for a lump chunk of people to not even go see it.
I didn't like the
really
actors they
stupid
had.
thing.
But that had nothing to do with it. Here's what I'll say about that movie. It didn't feel like they had their finger on the pulse. From day one, the very first time I heard it announced, I was like, that will be the one this week. And here's why. Who really is the most beloved Star Wars character from the original three? Who is it? It's not Luke. He's a whiny little bee. I mean, you might go Yoda or something, but like Han Solo's pretty untouchable.
People love Han, and pretty much an even amount of people love Leia.
If you love something so much, you don't want to see somebody screw it up.
Yeah.
You have a whole universe of characters that you could have. A Boba Fett movie would have doubled those numbers.
It would have, but I just.
That's where I'm at with it.
For me, it's
They
like
picked the wrong character.
I don't see the hype in it because it's like Boba Fett. Like to me, is like just. Yeah, I'm gonna get hate for this, but he's a very overrated character.
No, see, you're into Star Wars like I'm wrestling. You've gone through levels where you realize you'd have what? How many lines of dialogue did he ever have?
How he dies, and
Yeah.
he'd scream at the end. When he's like, you know, it's ridiculous.
The reason he would work though is he's so open.
Yeah.
And then do you go back and recognize that he may not have even been a dude? Was he a clone? Was he original? When was this? What was it? There is a billion things you could do with that. He is universally known, but nothing's known about him.
Yeah.
Could have done like a Yoda movie. Obi-Wan would have done better.
Yeah, that's legitimately one of them I want to see. I want to see an Obi-Wan movie with Ewan McGregor.
I will go pay my money for that.
Even though
right now.
People can say what they want about the prequels, but he's the best part of the prequels in my opinion. Obi-Wan from Ewan McGregor, the best part. It was just George Lucas with the script and everything. It wasn't his fault, in my opinion. But I want to see like Ewan McGregor act in an Obi-Wan movie between episode 3 and 4. His adventures, I guess, on Tatooine or whatever, or even if he goes somewhere else, came back, we don't know. Ewan McGregor, and he's older now, so he would already look older.
Right.
But just give him that like closest to the episode 4 version. Give him the white, get it. Maybe not white beard, but let him.
Get there.
It's coming in. It's coming in. He's getting older. It doesn't have like I wouldn't want it to be like right after episode 3. Give it some time. Just that's what I want to see. But I know that with Star Wars, it's like if you expect too much, and then if that movie came out, I would expect all this stuff and then be disappointed. Even if it was a solid movie and it was good, I would be expecting too much out of it.
All I'll say is nobody wants to admit the obvious.
But with Han Solo, like with Solo Star Wars story,
I picked the one untouchable character, man.
I personally enjoyed what I saw.
Did you see the movie? What do you mean? Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, I watched Solo.
Okay. By the way, you said I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah,
So
like
he got up and left halfway through.
I enjoyed Solo, but like I said, the marketing sucked, and I wasn't expecting anything. So that may have been why I enjoyed it. I didn't have any expectations about that movie because I had no excitement at all. Even though I'm a Star Wars fan,
That's what I'm
it was
saying.
because it came out in May. They were trying to push it back into like May, and if they would have waited until December, there would have been more build up.
That's true.
And I've really so far since Force Awakens, I've enjoyed the December release.
Plus, you take
To me, like even though that Star Wars kind of belongs in the summer, I've really gotten used to
Christmas.
the Christmas Star Wars. To me, that.
But if you take that in a vacuum, you're competing with Avengers and Deadpool, and it's like bam, bam,
yeah,
bam.
Like, why? It's like why? Like they could have just pushed it, and like make it where right now we wouldn't have seen it.
I don't think it's Star Wars fatigue. I just think they picked literally the worst character because he was the most popular character.
Yeah.
They could have picked anyone else. I think we should go now.
Yeah, definitely.
Darth Maul. Would you have watched a Darth Maul Star Wars? I think a Darth Maul Star Wars
Have
movie.
you seen the fan-made Darth Maul?
Yes.
On YouTube, that thing is incredible. They did a lot of work into that. Lightsabers looks like
Spoiler, by the way. Tell him.
Straight out of the movie. No, I meant.
I know.
YouTube.
Right, but spoiler. He's in.
He has a cameo in Solo.
Sore spot. They had to work that timeline a little bit.
They had to work the timeline because a lot of people that watch Star Wars movies don't know about the Clone Wars and Rebels series.
And then they don't know if those were canon or not.
And Lucasfilm has made it, and Disney have made it very clear. The comics that are being made now, and the series, the animated series, are pure canon. And people take those and are like, nah, just the movies. And I'm like, no, like the stuff you're
Spider
reading,
legs, though, man.
Well,
come on, man.
It's canon, but spider legs, and then like I guess people complained, so they changed it into where he just has like robotic.
Or maybe he just hadn't gotten to the spider legs yet.
Whenever he was wearing the hood with the hologram, I had a split second of like Anakin, but then I had to realize no, he went from Anakin to Vader. Like there would have been no way, but like the way it looked like Anakin in a hood, like without Vader. And I'm just like, that's really. And then the last thing I expected was to see horns.
Again,
I was literally like, that's kind of cool because they tie it, because these new movies are trying to be more like the original trilogy, and they kind of are, but that ties to Phantom Menace being like all of these movies
brings it back home.
All these movies
You didn't waste your time.
Anybody that's like, oh, you hated the prequels, suck it. We're gonna bring some characters from that.
You got to. Some of them were great.
And I love that moment in Rogue One where that one dude pops up, Leia's adopted father. That was great.
Old ass Mace Windu would have done better than Han Solo.
I would have loved for them to fix that. Just Mace Windu never died and he pops up again. Samuel Jackson.
It wasn't canon.
Samuel Jackson in anything. Like I just pop up, give him a beard or something. It's like, hey, I didn't die when I got thrown off that building.
So that's my wisdom.
This whole scene is retarded anyway. So.
I'm leaving you with this. It's not Star Wars fatigue. They just picked literally the one character that people feel they know enough about and don't want to see someone else play. That's what happened.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you get disconnected?
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I was like, because that went black. So, anyway, as for I guess I'll do like kind of my outro and then yours. Thank you so much for watching this very interrupted at least 6 times, and a lot of camera angling change. This guy, never had to change anything. He did a straight, perfect, one-shot thing. But that's how it goes. We're learning. We have, semi-ghetto setup. Like, it's not, perfect. But who could say they had, this perfect setup where they could just set the camera up and go? So.
Okay.
Good night, Elizabeth, by the way. And good night to all of you, anybody that stuck around for this long, into the late hours. Thank you. And, definitely stay tuned for food reviews with this guy on my channel.
So now, I'm going to let you guys in on something, because we'll do it next time. And these people will know. One of these days, we're going to do this again. And Q and I have a word when we're live that one of us will say, which means just basically whatever I'm about to do or say, just go with it. And so, the go with it conceit, I just had in my mind was for you to turn off your camera or think you turned your camera off, and then we stay here for another 5 minutes and talk like the cameras are off. But I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to you.
Oh, okay.
Then we could have just savaged a bunch of people, and then see, I am an ass, dude, because I just love to work people. I think it's funny.
So basically, what you're saying is like you tell Keir that the camera's off, and then like he says about stuff that you keep in the.
He gets up and fiddles with it, and then I'm like, "Is the camera off?" And then he sits down. We're just like, you know who I don't like, and these people think that like, yeah, that's kind of how we keep the subscriber counts down.
But to the Mr. Happy0121 audience,
A bunch of sadists, if there ever were any, because they're here on purpose for that kind of treatment.
My channel,
He's
TravTries!
nice.
Exclamation point.
He really does. He's a nice guy.
I just did my 6-year anniversary video Saturday. Check that out if you want. Feel free to. I have a whole library of reviews. Like, and it shocks me sometimes looking through my videos. And I'm like, man, there's a lot going on. It says that I have about 500 videos, but I know that's not 500 reviews. And I've got a couple videos that are private. So we need
to talk about that next time. We didn't even talk about this. You've been very prolific at times, but you've taken like months off at times. What's the longest you ever took off? 3 years, Greg.
Like I said in my 6-year video, I've done videos every year. I never like took like a whole year off, but maybe like 6 months, half a year. I know that the growth would have been a lot better by now.
It's hard to say, man.
It is hard to say, but like I do kind of I beat myself up about it, and but there was always a good reason. Like, there was always a good reason that I was off, or rather, I had literally gone months with technical issues that I could not.
Here's a question to ask yourself.
Not long ago, I didn't have a job, so I was poor as F. So there you go.
Here's a question to ask yourself, though. The growth wouldn't have been as much. What would the growth? What if you were at 50,000 subscribers? Would that be good? Would that be cool?
With me, it's really just like.
See, that's the thing.
Numbers,
that's what I'm saying.
Numbers are numbers.
You're like, I would have grown, and that's what people. What you figure out is 1,000. You want 1,000. You get 2,000. You want 3. You keep thinking there's going to be a number where you get some, and you're going to go, that is the number. Now I've only got like 54,000. But I can't imagine that at 57,000, I'm going to wake up and go, that's the number. You get 1 million, you want 2 million, I would assume.
Yeah.
You're PewDiePie, you probably wouldn't mind a couple more. So you just drive into a black hole. So if you're ever...
it's an ongoing thing. You hit a milestone, you're trying to get to the next one, and you just kind of realize, like, because I used to be more obsessed with the numbers, more obsessed with views and everything, and now I'm just, like, way more calm about it. I'm like, whoever's going to watch my stuff, they'll watch. You know what I mean? Like, it's as plain as that. Like, if you're going to watch my videos, personally, like I said in my 6-year video, I'm just grateful anybody would watch my stupid face anyway, because it's just this thing of, like, I'm just a guy, and, like, if you respect my opinion on stuff, and I've had people literally, like, I come to your opinions on food for a reason, because, like you said earlier, I'm honest and straightforward about it. And, like, obviously, like you said, we don't take 2 years to get to the actual review. But yeah, I have my slip-ups. I have, my, like, sometimes, like, you'll see, like, oh, he hasn't done a video this week, and there's always a reason. Like, I don't have... Don't
beat yourself up over it is where I'm going with that, man. Just, if you did it, it would be done now, and I don't really think your life would be that much better. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. Maybe there's always the video, but even like if you had a viral video, it goes away.
Yeah.
So.
And the views, I mean, even if you get a video that's like 51K, it eventually, stops. I think my highest viewed video right now is still the Chester's Flamin' Hot Fries. I don't need to leave that. And I think it's sitting at 31K.
I'll tell you one thing.
That's my highest viewed video. And to me, and look at the difference between Chester's and this. That's a big, like, a lot more people have watched that one.
And this sounds really
That's the
dismissive.
video I get all to hate it.
You understand how YouTube works way better if you have some videos that hit millions, because then you see what another level of the game looks like, as Dane would say. You get to see what it's like. You step up on a mountain for a minute. I can only imagine what people with millions of subscribers and whatever see.
Like
because
Pewdie,
what you see,
anything you put up is gonna be viewed. Like Pewdie can put up a 3-second video that's like, and to me it's like those are the best ones because it's something hilarious, like something really stupid. Those are what I go.
But look at his percentage of viewers versus his percentage of subs. Everybody's is shit. Mine's like 5%. His isn't even that, I don't think. There's rare exceptions of people that will average, more views than they have subscribers.
63 million.
And if you pull up his last videos at 1.5 million views, 2.7. That's still 63 million people, and he got 2.7 million views out of that.
Yeah.
So at 10 million subscribers, that's 27%. And then at 20 million, that's like 13.5. It just keeps going down. I make videos because I want to.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's fun for us.
And like
That's
to go on the week and you can't make it, I understand it's painful because you want to make a video, not because you're worried about a
you
number.
kind of got that little like, even if I've gone like 2 weeks, there have been times that I've gone a couple weeks because of like work and making me way overly tired, where I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit in front of a camera if I don't feel like it in that moment.
I always feel like sitting in front of the camera. That's
Like,
not the part that's hard.
And like for me, it's just this thing of like, well,
The editing is hard,
like,
even bad editing.
is that people don't understand. Whenever we put up these videos and everything, a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes editing. Like
Hours.
it takes work. Like I think the longest an edit 4 to 5 hours if like it's like a big video where I'm inserting a lot of little crap.
See, I don't even have to insert crap.
I've
If
gotten
we go
faster
25
at it.
minutes.
Like my rating and how it's like a blurred camera and then the rating pops up. That's just literally like, okay, here's the impact font, and like I know how to do it quicker now because I've gotten used to it. But yeah. So there has been like 2 or 3 weeks at a time lately, because it used to be like months. But lately, if I go a few weeks without doing a video, it's like rather there's a reason. Technical issue, or I just simply am so exhausted that I don't because
You won't believe this when I tell you, but in 4 years, I haven't gone a week without one. But there's been times, dude.
He's the one doing it right. Like at least, like for me, it's like I at least try to do one a week, if anything, and like.
But if I'm gonna get one a week, dude, that's gonna be my best shot. That's gonna be everything I had that I was gonna spread over 5 videos. That's gonna be the video where we talk about everything.
Yeah.
And then the food item will be something like a bag of peanuts, because I want to get past that and get to the stuff I want to talk about. Speaking of stuff we want to talk about, we're done, dude. We got more reviews to do.
We literally went on way too long.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't have a live stream greeting or closing.
To the audience.
I've talked to myself.
And goodbye to the TravTries audience.
Let's turn off the mics and get out the hookers and blow, and then.
Like just as soon as this camera drops,
Yeah.
it's like.
Goodbye, guys.
We'll see you guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Because you know what? I'm not done.
Come here, check this out. You want to know?